Harry and Meghan, they're twerking away. Look at them, look at them. Great dancing, Harry. What a guy.
What a guy.
Now you're posting yourself twerking. Oh, this is getting worse, this video. She's getting lower by the minute. He's now playing with his groin.
We've heard everything from Oprah to Spotify to Netflix to staged whispers in People magazine. It's been non-stop.
Oh, God, it looks like a lap dancing club with pregnant women. He's also dancing in front of the camera.
She's drunk on her own ego.
What it feels like to me is she's in a PR firm meeting and someone says, we need to humanize you. Go through your phone, find some fun moments of you and Harry, and we'll post them and everyone will like you again.
The internet is ablaze today with a scandal that no one saw coming, and Meghan Markle is reportedly furious. A hospital worker has come forward with an explosive claim that Meghan's baby bump in that viral twerking video wasn't real. It was an alleged Hollywood-style prop. Meghan's reaction? A fiery refusal to take down the video, despite demands from Netflix executives and a tidal wave of online backlash.
Meghan Markle's pregnancy twerk, or how to kill what's left of royal dignity.
Insiders say Meghan's decision to share the footage, 4 years after it was allegedly filmed, was meant to snatch back control of the narrative and silence her critics. But the worker's backstage bombshell has flipped the script, putting Meghan's brand, her royal connections, and her Netflix deal in the crosshairs.
It is just as intimate and none of our effing business, but she needs us to love her. So she will do whatever it takes, and she doesn't know how to make us love her.
In true Meghan fashion, she's not backing down. According to those in the know, Meghan's plan was simple. Drop a jaw-dropping video to get people talking again. And it worked, just not the way she expected. The footage shows Meghan twerking in a hospital room, clutching a baby bump that's now at the center of an online uproar. But the real shocker? The hospital workers claim that the bump wasn't real. It looked like something from a movie set, the worker said. Too shiny, too stiff, and it moved in a way that no real baby bump would.
That belly looks very abnormal. That it looks very strange.
Sources say Meghan's reaction was white-hot fury. Instead of taking the video down, she's reportedly doubling down, insisting it was her story to tell and that she owes no one an apology. But the workers' allegations have turned a single viral video into a scandal that could upend everything Meghan's worked so hard to build. As Meghan's defiance fuels the flames, the hospital workers' allegations have become impossible to ignore.
Part of me felt like this was Meghan Markle's reaction to Brooke Shields saying she was boring, but this video is evidence of so much more.
The worker didn't just mention the bump's suspicious look. They described how it shifted in ways no real pregnancy bump ever would. We've seen hundreds of pregnancies here, the worker reportedly said, and that was not how a real belly sits or moves. The claim has lit up social media, with users sharing the footage again and again, pointing out how the bump looked too perfect, too stiff, like it was designed for the cameras, not for real life. She was putting on a show, the worker said. It didn't feel real, it felt like a performance.
The belly doesn't look normal, doesn't look like where a pregnant woman's belly is, and I don't understand what all those bumps on the belly are. I don't get it.
Meghan's refusal to take down the video has become a rallying cry for her critics. Even those who once defended her are now saying it's crossed a line. It's one thing to be bold, said a former fan, but this isn't bold, it's embarrassing. And Netflix? Insiders say they're scrambling to protect their brand, worried that Meghan's antics are turning into a liability they can't afford. The workers' words have taken on a life of their own. They're not just a footnote, they're the story. And as Meghan stands her ground, refusing to pull the video, the question isn't whether she's telling the truth, it's whether she's willing to risk everything.
You want to know why she was never meant for royal life? Because royal life is built on restraint, mystery, and dignity.
Her brand, her deals, her reputation, for a single viral moment. The internet's reaction to Meghan's video has been swift and merciless. Social media is flooded with memes, podcasts, and endless commentary dissecting every second of the footage. She's behaving like she's in a music video, not a hospital, one observer noted. And that bump? It's too polished, too fake. The worker's bombshell only adds fuel to the fire. It looked like something out of a costume department, they said. Not real, like she was acting, not actually pregnant. And as Meghan refuses to delete the video, people are starting to wonder if this is the final crack in her carefully managed image. Even within Netflix, insiders claim the frustration is boiling over. They're worried about what this says about her as a partner, one source said. If she's willing to post something so reckless, what else is she capable of?
She's waiting for she's twerking with the baby to try and make the baby come. This is to induce Lilibet's birth. She's dancing in front of the camera.
Meghan's once glamorous brand is starting to feel less like royalty and more like a carefully staged drama that's beginning to unravel. It's not just about the video anymore. It's about everything Meghan has ever claimed about herself. Her authenticity, her need for privacy, her fight to be taken seriously. And as the workers backstage whispers echo louder, the world is left asking if Meghan's entire performance has been nothing more than that, a performance. Netflix's reaction has reportedly been swift and unforgiving. Executives called Meghan in for a tense meeting, demanding she delete the video to stop the growing scandal. But Meghan allegedly refused, insisting it was her way of pushing back at critics who'd called her every name under the sun. Insiders say the clash was intense. She told them she wouldn't be silenced, one source said, but Netflix wasn't swayed. They reportedly told Meghan that this could destroy any chance of a future deal, and that her actions have put them in an impossible position.
Now, Meghan didn't want to modernize the monarchy. She wanted to monetize it. Twerking while pregnant? That's not Meghan being free. That's Meghan being an algorithm.
She's supposed to represent the brand, an insider explained. Instead, she's overshadowing it. The hospital workers' words, meanwhile, have become the center of this drama. We were told to treat it like it was normal, they said, but it wasn't. It was a performance, nothing more. And as Meghan doubles down, refusing to take responsibility, her critics say she's shown everyone exactly what she cares about, staying in the headlines at any cost. This isn't about one viral moment anymore. It's about Meghan's willingness to sacrifice her credibility, her deals, and even the dignity of the hospital room to stay relevant. And for Netflix, that's a nightmare they're scrambling to contain. The hospital workers' shocking account is what's left, everyone reeling. That bump didn't look real, they said. It was too stiff, too smooth, like something you'd see in a prop department, not in a delivery room. Those words have been repeated across social media, giving Meghan's critics the perfect line to back up every suspicion they've ever had. It's not just about the bump, it's about the performance. She wasn't acting like a mother about to give birth, the worker said. She was acting like a star in her own music video, and that's what's fueling the fury.
Post pictures of her children left, right and centre, which has me always thinking, well, hold on a second, you duplicitous woman, how does that make any sense?
The idea that Meghan turned something so intimate into a show, even those who once defended her are turning away. I wanted to believe she was just trying to have fun, said one former fan, but the way that bump moved, it's too hard to ignore. For Meghan, who built her brand on authenticity, this scandal is like a crack in the foundation, and the more she refuses to address it, the bigger that crack becomes. Netflix has already taken drastic steps. Insiders say Meghan is now banned from the editing room of her show, cut off from final decisions about how it's marketed. They're trying to protect what's left, one source said, but Meghan doesn't seem to care. She's made this all about her. And for the hospital worker who allegedly watched it all happen, the most telling part wasn't the twerking or the music. It was the cold calculation behind the performance. Proof that Meghan's brand of authenticity might be the biggest performance of all. As the scandal deepens, Meghan's refusal to delete the video has turned into her own personal stand against the world. Insiders say she sees it as a battle for her right to be seen, no matter how cringe the footage might be.
We've heard everything. Every grievance, every private conversation, every subtle slight turned into a headline, from Oprah to Spotify to Netflix, to staged whispers in People magazine. It's been non-stop.
She's convinced this is her moment to prove everyone wrong, said one commentator. But she's not winning the battle, she's just digging herself deeper. For Netflix, the damage is done. Executives have reportedly decided to keep Meghan out of any further marketing, afraid that every move she makes will overshadow the actual content of her show. She's become the story, not the show, one source said. And that's not something Netflix can afford to ignore. Meanwhile, the workers' words keep echoing. It was like we were part of a set, they said. Nothing about it felt real. Those words have become the backbone of every podcast, every viral tweet, every gossipy thread online. Because if Meghan's performance was allegedly that elaborate, what does that say about everything else she's done? This isn't just another viral controversy. It's a moment that's exposed how far Meghan is willing to go to stay in the spotlight, even if it means burning bridges and turning friends into skeptics. And for the worker who stood there, forced to pretend it was all real, there's only one question left. How much longer can Meghan keep up the act? Online, the reaction has been relentless.
Meanwhile, Princess Diana is somewhere in heaven throwing her iPhone saying, "My marriage may have been a mess, but at least I didn't twerk through the third trimester."
Former fans are calling it her worst moment yet, while others see it as the final proof that Meghan's brand is nothing but a performance. It's like she's addicted to the chaos, one social media user wrote. No matter how embarrassing, she just wants people talking about her. The palace, too, is reportedly done trying to play peacemaker. Insiders claim King Charles and Prince William have had enough, calling the video a final insult that crosses every line of royal decorum. This isn't a private family matter anymore, said one insider. It's a global embarrassment. For Harry, the video and the workers' bombshell have put him in an impossible position. Those close to him say he's torn between standing by Meghan and realizing just how much damage this is doing to the family he left behind. He's always tried to protect her, one royal commentator said. But how do you protect someone who keeps throwing herself into the fire? The workers' quiet words, "It wasn't real," have become the symbol of everything Meghan's critics have been saying for years. And for Meghan, who built her image on the idea that she was different, that she was honest, that she was real, this scandal is the one she can't shake off.
But instead of embracing the role, she treated it like a costume, something to wear when it suited her brand. Suits, suited, suits. Get it?
The palace's frustration is mirrored by Netflix's quiet fury. Insiders say they're done trying to manage the situation. Meghan's refusal to delete the video has forced them to rethink everything about her future with the company. They're not just worried about bad headlines, one source said. They're worried about what this says about her judgment, about whether she's too much of a risk. Meanwhile, Meghan reportedly sees her defiance as proof she can't be silenced. She's convinced she's fighting back against her critics, said one insider, but the truth is she's just giving them more ammunition. Even people who once championed her story are turning away. She's not relatable anymore, said one former fan. She's just another celebrity addicted to her own reflection. And the workers' words, "It was all for show," are the final blow, a quiet confession that's louder than any headline. For Meghan, who once seemed poised to rewrite what it meant to be a modern royal, this is the kind of scandal she may never outrun. Because no matter how many statements she releases or how many interviews she gives, the hospital worker's voice is the one that keeps echoing. It didn't look real. None of it looked real. The final act of this drama is unfolding behind palace walls.
I think there is now sick, essentially in my mouth. There is a little bit of sick just at the back. Oh my God, this is horrific.
Insiders say King Charles and Prince William are done trying to smooth things over. They're done with the games, one source said. They see this video as Meghan's last shot at being relevant, and it's an insult to everything the crown stands for. Whispers suggest the palace is considering removing Meghan and Harry's titles for good. It's not just about her, one insider explained. It's about the integrity of the monarchy and how much more they're willing to let her drag it through the mud. Harry, according to those closest to him, is caught in the crossfire. He's always been the peacekeeper, one observer said, but even he must see how damaging this is. How long can he stand by her side when she keeps pulling these stunts? For Meghan, the worker's quiet bombshell is the most damning part of all. It wasn't real, the worker said, and that's the part Meghan can't spin away. Because for someone who's built her entire brand on authenticity, the idea that it was all just an act is the kind of scandal that doesn't just blow over, it leaves a permanent mark. Now, as Meghan's video continues to spread and the hospital workers' allegations swirl, the world is left to watch the final act play out in real time.
We don't like you. And no amount of posting videos that you think are going to humanize you will make us like you.
Because at the center of this isn't just a twerking video or an alleged fake bump. It's a woman who's built her brand on the promise of being real, and who now finds herself at the heart of a scandal that says otherwise. For Netflix, the damage may be done. Insiders say they're done waiting for Meghan to see reason, done hoping she'll step back from the drama. And for the palace, the sense of betrayal cuts deeper than ever. It's not just another tabloid story, said one royal watcher. It's a sign that Meghan will do whatever it takes to stay in the spotlight, even if it means tearing everything else down around her. For the hospital worker who was there that day, the memory of Meghan's performance and the bump that didn't look real has become the symbol of a story that may never really end. Because even if Meghan deletes the video tomorrow, it's out there forever. The damage is done, and the world has seen behind the curtain. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're dying to hear what you think. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next video on your screen is waiting. And trust me, you won't believe what's coming next.